Epsom is served by 2 stations. However, Epsom used to have a 3rd station, which is just behind me. This is the former Epsom Town. Epsom Town Station opened first in 1847 as part of the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway. About 10 or so years later, in 1859, you had Epsom Station, as we know it as today, that opened by the London South West Railway. Both of the companies had merged to form what was the Southern Railway, and then in 1929, Epsom Station had its platforms expanded, so as well as the original 2 platforms there are now 4, which rendered this station useless because it means now that the London South Western Railway Epsom Station could accommodate services from Sutton as well as those from Wimbledon and Waterloo. If you're travelling on a Southern service from Ewell East towards Epsom, just look out the window and you can see what was the former Epsom Town Station building. It's day 6 of running the London Tube Map and day 2 of running South Western Railway. So what's involved in this run today? Well, we recently set off from Epsom and we're going to be heading over to Rains Park. We're going to be calling at Ewell West, Stoneleigh, Worcester Park, Motspur Park and Rains Park. All the parks. So back in 2019, Epsom Station became a part of the Oyster and Contactless network, as well as many other stations around the same time, such as Welwyn Garden City, Luton Airport Parkway. I know that those particularly are contactless only and not Oyster. Weirdly, Epsom is part of Oyster and not explicitly contactless only. Right, so 3.36 kilometres, we're finally here at Ewell West Station. Now you might think, Ewell West Station, that must mean there's a Ewell East Station, right? Yeah, that's true, there is a Ewell East Station and we'll be visiting that when I run the Southern network, whenever I get round to running that. This station, when it first opened, as well as the other station, they opened as Ewell Station. It was a bit confusing, you have Ewell Station, but they go to different destinations. Bit weird. However, they did change the name to make it easier for the local people. So we're in Bourne Hall Park. Part of my running route does actually incorporate part of the London Loop that passes through here as well. One of the things that caught my attention was the fact that they have Petts Wood on here, which is 32 miles from here. It just feels weird to see a place that I've ran to all the way out here in the southwest. 6.71k, we're here at Stoneleigh Station. Can't really see it too well, but where that housing development was, there used to be woodland here called Railway Wood. But what's also in the vicinity here is a parkrun. It's non-such parkrun, which I have just been to this morning. I was at the parkrun with my friend Matt this morning. We were rocking our underground shirts, but this bit I'm on now, so from Stoneleigh to Worcester Park, I mean, you're just running next to houses and a road. It's not really too much to take in at this point, so the run from Stoneleigh to Worcester Park, I'm going to list off all the important things that I saw. So anyway, we're at Worcester Park, 9 kilometres in, got the next station, which I'm pretty certain is Motspur Park, I believe. This just caught my attention here. Right now we're in the Hamptons. Yeah, it's literally called like the Hampton. Dear Mr. Hampton. I feel like as if you've ever been to Disneyland, you know when you get them like fake houses that have, well, they're like the sets, aren't they? This kind of feels like that. I mean, no shade to the people that live here. I just feel like as if I'm on a set at the minute. It doesn't feel like a home. Right now I'm passing through the Sir Joseph Wood Memorial Field. Now, who exactly is Sir Joseph Wood? Well, he was a former MP and the Mayor of Wimbledon back in the day, and now, as a sign of respect, these playing fields have been dedicated to him. Bang on 12 kilometres, we're here at Motspur Park. Now, this is a very unique station because when this line first opened in the 1850s, this station didn't exist, and it's because the station was actually built in the 1920s due to the growing suburban area that is Hotspur Park. So yet again, the more you know. At this point we've got one station left. We have Rains Park remaining, which means when we get to Rains Park we'll have successfully ran another section of the South Western Railway on the London Rail map. We'd love to see it. Yet another level crossing. What is it with the South Western level crossings? I don't get it. So the last time that I'd come here, it was maybe like, what, a few days ago, because I was doing a recce of the run. Anyway, last time I was here, I saw an old Routemaster bus because it was the Guildford bus garage that was closing. And so to celebrate, they had a load of old Routemasters out and about. So we're coming up to the last station in the day, Rains Lane, which you can see the footbridge. From here though, it looks absolutely massive, right? But when you're actually on platform level, it just looks like a regular footbridge. So that was a bit longer than I anticipated. I had it recorded as 14.1 kilometres, so maybe a bit longer than the 12 to 13 anticipated. Thank you so much to my Patreons for supporting me and this channel. If you do want to support me, check out the link in the description as well as my merch site, runderground.run, and I'll see you next time for Runderground. See you later.